How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying myself at FanFest, and I'm so excited to meet you finally in person. It's been a year since we were on the podcast itself, but now we get to hang out for a moment, and I really appreciate you and everything you're doing.
I know. And then, they're raffling that picture that Dennis had done of Frank, which is absolutely incredible.
It is incredible.
So I see people are buying a lot of the raffle tickets and everything. So I'm proud that he's still remembered. I mean, I always say to the fans that without the fans, we would not be having this event.
Very true, very true. And he's definitely remembered to this day, and he'll be remembered forever.
He certainly will. And for people like you that help it along, the family, well, thanks you.
Thank you very much. Barbara Goodrich, make sure you follow Barbara Goodrich. Any Bruiser Brody stuff you want signed or buy it from her. Message her on Facebook. That's right, Bruiser Brody. Check it out.
Check it out. Huss.
Johnny Cashmere, why did you betray your friend Joel Maximo?
My friend Joel Maximo. Didn't talk to him for 12 years while I was not in the wrestling business. I have plenty of fair weather friends. Let me tell you something. With friends like Joel Maximo, who the hell needs enemies? I'm not getting any younger. I got to fast track my career. If it means blowing out the other guy's candle to make mine shine a little bit brighter, I'm all for it, Dank. I don't care what anybody says.
It's terrible, man. Terrible, man. Johnny Cashmere. Who taught you how to rap?
Well, I spent some time working at McDonald's, and part of their training is you gotta take the things and you gotta fold them the right way, you gotta wrap them the right way. So I didn't last very long, as you could tell. I just wasn't. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It's not for everybody. I'm currently jobless outside professional wrestling, so I really hope that this takes off because the cardboard box just isn't keeping me insulated at night anymore.
You need to put your priorities in.
You think I should go back to McDonald's?
No.
You think Ronald will take me back? Ronald.
Grimace.
Grimace. Yeah. Well, Grimace is working with the Mets now. So do you think I could get a job with the Mets?
Probably
get a good job with
probably
the Mets?
be in the starting lineup for the Mets.
Starting lineup for the Mets? I'll take that.
I don't think that's going to work.
You don't think why don't you think it's going to work?
I don't think it's going to work. Anyway.
I just want to say that it was super rude of you to walk away from me earlier.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take kale?
Dude, goodbye. Whip wreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest. Get my earplugs on.
No. You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am fearless princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
Finisher is called the Shadow Band, and I was like, that's kind of.
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and today NWA Week continues with a very special guest, a member of the Southern Six. Let me bring to you the one, the only, Alex Taylor. How you doing?
Good, baby. That's too hot to trot, Alex Taylor. Founding member, one of the 3 founding members of the Southern Six.
Too hot to trot.
Not to mention the NWA's World Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, all right. That is awesome. I love that belt. It looks amazing.
That's a title.
That title. You're title. You're the champ. I apologize. You're the champ. All right. So I had Silas on the other day, Silas Mason, and he said that every time you come in town, the divorce rate goes up. Is that true?
That is a statistical fact. Of course it does.
All right. Well, you got a big weekend this weekend as the NWA is coming to town in Philadelphia, the 2300 Arena. And, the CEO and owner, Billy Corgan, has a special announcement regarding the future of the NWA.
Well, his announcement better be the Southern Six is getting paid more money because we put all the butts in the seats. And speaking of Philadelphia, that building needs to be condemned. That rat-infested shithole, the ECW 2300 Arena, tear it down.
Why do you want to tear it down?
Tear it down with all those trashy fans still inside it if I had it my way.
Wow. I mean, it's world historic, man.
History. We're creating history right now. The Southern Six is. Crockett Cup winners, world champions.
Look at that. Your buddy, Silas Mason, is going up against Colby Carino as well.
Billy is going to crucify Colby Carino in Philadelphia.
Oh, man. I kind of think he will as well. Just a thought. But anyway, you guys are going up against Knox and Murdoch this upcoming Saturday.
See,
tell me your thoughts.
What I don't understand. Me and Kerry just won the Crockett Cup. We all saw it. We should be wrestling for the World Tag Team titles. Knox and Murdoch, we've had 3 matches.
Right.
First one, they got scared. They ended it in a DQ. They ran off. Second match, they won on a technicality. We had them bloody and beaten, and they ran out of the cage like cowards. And somehow that wins you a match, running away. Then we saw what happened in the Crockett Cup. 1, 2, 3, Southern Six on top. So I don't know why we're revisiting this. We should be wrestling for the World Tag Team titles. We're the best team in the whole sport.
Well,
that's just my thoughts.
Right. Well, the powers that be, I guess, decided that you guys have to go up against Knox and Murdoch coming up in Philadelphia. Oh, look, we got a comment. Sorry, Alex, but I'm going with Knox and Murdoch on this.
That sounds like a dumb person, with all due respect.
With all due respect, 100%. Let's go into another event you got coming up on September 6th to the 15th, right here. Tell us what's going on at this event for you, Pro Wrestling Entertainment.
The Nashville Fair, I got another championship belt laying somewhere in here, that PWE title. Yeah, we're going to come there. We're going to entertain some folks at the fair. We had to move some stuff around. I guess Double J is not on this poster. I happen to live in the same city, Hendersonville, Tennessee, as the greatest professional wrestler of all time, Jeff Jarrett. I mean, I got a little bigger house on a bigger side of town than he does, but he's a little further down. He's got a little backyard.
Gotcha. Oh, man. All right, let's go into your history. Let's talk about how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
Everybody's always got a good story of their first memory.
Mm-hmm.
It was just always on the TV when I was a kid. So I don't know. I always loved it. And one day, as I sat there in my dorm room, drunk, eating chicken strips, and I thought, I don't want to do this college thing. I want to go be a pro wrestler. So thankfully, I lived in the time of the internet.
Wow.
So I got on my little computer, found a wrestling school in Davenport, Iowa, coached by the name of Seth Rollins. Have you heard of him?
I heard of him, yes.
So he went up there, taught me how to take a few flat backs, and here I am, a world champion all these years later. And the hottest group in the whole wrestling world, the Southern Six. So you tell me. I think I'm doing pretty well for myself.
I think you're doing pretty good. That is the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy, just so everybody knows. Now, I'm reading here that your top favorite movies are as follows. Varsity Blues, American Pie 2, He's Not Just That Into You. I can relate into that. Anything with Ryan Reynolds, and Pearl Harbor.
Where did you find this? That's very accurate.
That's very accurate, huh? So I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite part of Pearl Harbor? Because that's a unique entry into this list.
What is my favorite part of Pearl Harbor?
It is also in my top 5, just so you know.
Oh, that's rough. I like when Ben Affleck's in the Hawaiian shirt and he's shooting the guns.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen it in years, but that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay, all right. I thought the whole love story tragedy would be the selling point.
That was my least favorite part of the movie.
Right. I heard. How are you, sir?
When Cuba Gooding Jr. got on that gun, that was cool too.
Serena says, "Where'd you get that info? Because it definitely give you any of other than that he's the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. It's right here on my little thing that I used to use technology as well."
That's a well-prepared man right there.
Well, I wanted to ask you. I like to get into your background, so let's find out some of the hobbies you have. Like, what do you like to do outside of wrestling?
Go to the gym. I play with my cat. He's cool.
I'm a cat person.
He's usually on my lap while I do these, but he's nowhere to be found right now.
Right.
Other than that, I'm not a man of many hobbies. I watch wrestling. I love football, but it's just now football season. So when this goes off, I'll actually be turning on the Colorado North Dakota State game.
Okay.
But no, other than that, huge Titans fan. But no, watching old wrestling, working out.
That's basically it.
That's basically it. I live a pretty down life.
All right. Now let's go into some of your favorite foods. What do you like to eat? What does Alex Taylor like to munch on?
Mexican food, top Texas Roadhouse, of course, number one chain restaurant in the world.
Really good stuff.
Well, no, other than that, Chinese food, whatever.
Okay.
My top three.
Okay. Herb Simmons, owner of SICW Wrestling, says, "My guy, old wrestling."
It's the only kind of good wrestling outside the Southern Six, of course.
Of course. Serena says, "What's one piece of advice you'd give to someone who's looking to break into the business?"
Don't
break into it. Why not?
You ain't taking our spots, brothers. Go to college, become a lawyer.
All right. Now let's talk about what your thoughts are on the rich history of the NWA now that you are a part of it.
I'm
adding to that legacy. Huh?
Etched in stone. Crockett Cup winner, world junior heavyweight champion, future world tag team champion, future holder of the 10 pounds of gold. Okay. I'll pick up all the other titles along the way too. The national, the TV. They'll create a new title just for me. I don't know. We haven't even thought of a name yet.
The Southern Six title.
That'll be some tough competition, but
I'm sure Silas has his sights set on the heavyweight championship as well.
Oh, I think before it's all said and done, we'll all three have held that world title. You can put that down. Write it down.
Write it down. Okay. Serena, jot that down for us. All right. So tell me about Philadelphia. What's your thoughts being in the city of brotherly love? Any sights you're going to see while you're out there?
I'll go see the Rocky statue if I got time. But other than that, I don't like going north very much. Stay down here, the nice southern states where people are friendly and hospitable. Those damn Yankees up there, they're all pricks.
Okay. I mean, I'm a Yankee myself, but I don't think I'm a prick. I think I'm a pretty nice guy.
You seem all right, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, just don't go into the city at night, man.
No.
Oh, what's this? Slow your roll. EC3 has held that title for a year. I don't see him letting go of that title easily.
EC3's got to get through Tom Latimer at 76, and we'll see about that.
That's true. That is 100% true. Let's get into these guys right here who are beyond this Friday. What are your thoughts on the Country Gentleman?
I mean, I don't really give much thought to preliminary guys. They're there. They help set up the ring. They're nice. They get us coffee whenever we ask. Other than that, no. I mean, I don't really have many thoughts on them. They claim to be from Tennessee as well, but I'm not sure.
I think they are from Tennessee.
I ain't seen their birth certificates.
Me neither. So you might be right. All right, let's talk about this going on. Since we talk about Tag Team Championship Gold, we have a four-way for the NWA U.S. Tag Team Championship with the Slime Balls taking on the Country Gentlemen, Talos and Daisy, and the Fixtures.
I think Talos and Daisy Kill got that in the bag with Vampiro as well. I mean, Talos is like 7'9", and Daisy Kill has a ukulele. What are you gonna do? I mean, and that punk Sage from the Slime Ball has been running his mouth online trying to get a shot at the title.
Yeah.
No, he needs to worry about that first before I slap him around for this gold belt.
That sounds like Sage, yeah, 100%. All right, let's go into some matches you may want to have. So tell me about a gimmick match you may want to have in the future that you haven't been in.
Gimmick match? I do love Sabu and Terry Funk in the no rope barbed wire match. So maybe one day down the line, maybe I'll step in some barbed wire ropes, but we'll see if the money's right, of course.
Course. And any opponent that you would want to be in that match with you?
Well, it's a long list. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking of, I just won this title.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the champion who I should have beat for this title, Colby Carino. I think me and him that'd be the guy. If he survives Silas Mason, of course. I don't know if there'll be anything of him left.
There might not be. Now, Silas is calling this little venture into Philadelphia Thrilladelphia. Is there a name that you have for Philadelphia that relates to yourself?
No, I don't.
No?
Philadelphia sounds just fine to me.
Right.
I don't have a cool nicknames for everything like Thrilly does.
No. Okay. I mean, not. Yeah, I wouldn't have a name for it either. But I mean, that's just what he said. And he's looking at that divorce rate going up when you guys invade town this weekend.
Hey, we make big money for divorce lawyers.
That's good for them. They do make a lot of money, that's for sure.
Make even more when the six roll in.
So tell me how the Southern Six formed, so that people know exactly the rich history of the Southern Six.
Oh, well, it all started about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere down under the bottom of the flat earth, Australia. We're sitting in a bus going town to town. To be honest with you, there's a lot of booze and a lot of pills, but legal pills because I went to the hospital. I got a prescription.
Okay.
But I think Silas, I give the man the credit, the mastermind of it all,
mm-hmm.
pulled us together. And he said, hey, what the chance of us Tennessee boys all the way across the world together? From that moment on, we stuck together. We terrorized the country of Australia. Children there still having nightmares about us. We beat everybody they put in front of us and drank all the beer and came home, took over the world.
That's a great story. I love it. Good stuff. Let's talk about the CW. What are your thoughts of NWA being on the CW app?
My thoughts are the checks clear the same, so
the cash comes in.
Oh yeah, I mean, decent app in my opinion. It works just fine on my TV, so I got no complaints. I know some folks overseas aren't too happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we figure out something in the future to appease those fans, because I know they want to watch me and Carrie and Thrilly do our thing.
All right.
So until that's figured out, I'm not sure. Who knows what the future holds, CW or whatever.
Now, not only is NWA Power, the signature series of NWA, on the CW app, but also the limited series Adventures in Carneyland.
Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts on Billy's adventures through wrestling and being part of the mega group, the Smashing Pumpkins?
Well, I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. I've been to a lot of Smashing Pumpkin concerts.
Okay.
So that's, I don't know. I always get this question, what's it like working for Billy Corgan? And I don't really have a good answer for you because I've never worked for Vince McMahon or anybody else really, as far as a company like this to have a boss like
Right.
Billy. So it's hard to compare him to anybody, but he's just a normal dude, I guess. He's a little weird, but who wouldn't be when they've been a rock star and a millionaire for however many years? So I don't know. I like him. He pays the six well. And yeah.
All right. Now, were you also part of some of the action on the tour?
What is that?
Were you part of some of the wrestling action on the tour?
Oh, yeah. That's the Australia tour was we wrestled on all those shows, and we had a tour this past year. Hell, I don't even know. Alabama, Florida, North Carolina. We ended up all over. I think about a week, maybe 2 weeks touring with the Pumpkins.
Right.
So that's always a fun experience.
Okay. How has been the fan interaction at those events with you for the team?
It's been good because, like that fair show I'm doing later next month, those people aren't necessarily there to watch wrestling. So those are the best crowds you can work in front of because they're not expecting triple moonsaults and falling on your head. They just want action, and that's what we provide is nonstop action.
Okay. What about the fans at the actual NWA events? How have they been towards you personally and for the whole group as far as NWA is concerned?
They absolutely love us. We're the reason they're there. They came to see the three of us. And there's a couple other, I'm not taking it all away. We have great guys on our roster.
Right.
But they're mostly there to see us. So, of course, it's nothing but love. You should see when Kerry Morton tries to walk into the building. It's like watching the Beatles in their prime. He's getting mobbed. And
wow.
Hell yeah. It's incredible.
That's great, man. Now you guys are coming to New York next month, actually in September. What are your thoughts about coming here up north to actual New York City?
I'm not booked, brother.
You're not on that card?
I'm not. We'll have to take that up with management, I guess.
We'll have to take it up with Billy and get you up here, man. I mean, I'd love to see you at the show.
Hey, I mean, I'd love to be there. That's what I'm here to do is work and wrestle. That's what they pay me for. But
yeah, so tell me about. Here you are. Let's talk about what about your personal best fan interaction with a fan? What was the best interaction you've had with a fan?
I don't know if I can get into that on the air. And
is that why the divorce rate is high? Is
that
what you're trying to tell me?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
We got a question for you. I don't know if you're gonna like this one, but we'll put it up. Robert Fulton says, "Why Southern Six when there are 3 members?"
I mean, Robert. Mr. Robert, with all due respect, that is a stupid ass question. Open your eye. Can you not count? I don't think I have to answer such an ignorant question. I mean, you've been okay to me so far, but to bring me on your show and to ask me a question like that is downright disrespectful.
Well, I didn't ask the question. Robert did.
You relayed the question.
All right, Robert. Please don't insult the guests when they're on the show, please. It's a big no-no. Oh, man. All right, so what's next for Alex Taylor? What are your plans in the future, man? What do you want to do?
I want to keep traveling the world and keep making a lot of money. That is first and foremost. Win gold belts. Like I said, like every man who's ever walked that aisle, I want that 10 pounds of gold. And that might not be coming soon, but it's coming sooner rather than later. I don't know if that made any sense, but I'm just talking right now.
It does. It does make sense. Robert says, "Hey, I love you guys."
Hey, I like you too. Love's a strong word. Let me get to know you first, and I'll tell you if I love you or not. You don't have to buy me dinner.
Maybe Spanish food, right?
Yeah. Chinese works too.
Chinese works too.
Or Japanese. We got a nice hibachi spot.
Okay. What is the best hibachi spot you've been to?
Shit. I don't know, some local place over here. I can't think of the name of it. Yokohama's actually it's the name of the place over here.
Yokohama's. What about your favorite Spanish restaurant you've been to? That interests me.
There's a
These
spot
are some
here.
hard-hitting questions.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking hard because I'm a little bit of a Mexican food whore around town. We got about 3 or 4 different spots we like to frequent. But Garcia's here in Hendersonville is my number one. But this restaurant, Cinco de Mayo, does do $13 pitchers of margaritas on Sundays and Tuesdays. So that's another place we like to hit.
Oh, man. The margaritas are good.
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
So I keep in this immaculate shape.
Looks good. So what does your gym regimen look like?
Well, actually, I just got back from the gym. Just a little, basic split. Did some shoulders today. About 45 minutes lifting, probably 30 minutes cardio. Something like that. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too complicated. Just
okay. Nothing too crazy. What do you like to work on the most? Arms, chest, back?
I mean, this is an upper body business, so, chest, back, arms. I'll hit legs every now and then, but Rick Rude wouldn't, so why should I?
That's right. He did. All right. Opponent you want to wrestle in NWA that you haven't had a chance to wrestle yet? Who would that be?
Who haven't I had a chance to wrestle? Tom Latimer.
Tom Latimer. Okay.
Personally, if I'm speaking 100% with you right now, I think Tom is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and I want to get in there and I want to test myself with him. But other than that, shoot, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think, yeah, Tom's the one that comes to mind, and yeah, he's the man. And I think, I mean, I'm a degenerate sports gambler.
Uh-huh.
Football comes up, that's what I'm doing the rest of football season. I don't know if I can place bets on NWA 76, but I think I'm putting my money on Tom to win the world's title.
Really? You think he's going to take the strap from EC3?
I think it could happen, but we'll see. EC3 is no joke, so this isn't to put down EC3. It's just me saying I think Tom's the man.
All right. There he is. Silas Mason takes on Colby Carino this Saturday, August 31st. Make sure you go to NWA Live Events to get your tickets. And then, of course, all the Southern Six will be there as well as you guys take on Knox and Murdoch this Saturday in Philadelphia. And then, of course, Billy Corgan's got that special announcement coming Saturday. So you guys don't want to miss that if you're in the Philadelphian area. And hopefully, you know, it'll come up online to see what the big announcement is for those who are not in attendance that day. Any last thoughts, Alex, before we head out?
Well, be in Philadelphia this weekend. If you miss it, too bad. You'll have to wait and watch it on the CW app. There will be stars in the Southern Sky. Also, head over to nationalwrestlingalliance.com. Hit on the shop tab. Get that new Southern 6 tee.
I love it.
Other than that, you know, follow me on the socials.
Yes.
Alex Taylor Brand on X and Instagram.
Make sure everybody follows Alex Taylor, please. Thank you for coming on the podcast tonight, Alex. Appreciate you coming on. And coming up next is the one and only Misty Marks, who's participating in the Burke Invitational that night as well.
Well, good for her.
Good for her. And, of course, the Kazana brothers, AJ and Casey Kazana, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, man. My pals.
Seats.
Not a fan, huh? All right. Adriana Mosey, also the Burke Invitational, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Oh, man. It's been quite the week, Alex. Quite the week, bud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've had me and the Thrill Billy on your show. You should be honored and privileged.
I am. And I had Joe Galley on, too.
Oh, whew. I got a little bit of, you know, me and Joe have been pretty cool for a while, but things have come up recently that I'm not too fond of him.
Okay. All right.
Man has a kid. He's known that kid for a couple weeks. He acts like he can't hang out with the boys anymore.
I mean, he just had a baby.
You barely know that child. You've known us for years. That's selfish. That's a bad friend.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we'll have to let Joe know he's having he has to get in touch with you and have it out with you and talk to you.
Also, one last thing. Everyone go check out JCW Lunacy. Just dropped episode 1 on YouTube. Southern Six is a face of another brand as well. We're running it all.
You guys are doing it all.
We're doing it all.
Robert says, long live the Southern Six. And congrats to the country gentleman on signing with Bluff City Wrestling.
Yeah, congrats, I guess.
Okay. All right, this November, I'm returning to the big event, New York. And I'm coming up with the Cotton Candy Princess, Tiffany Avatar, as my first guest. So make sure you go to Big Event New York to get your tickets. And I'll be at Titan Championship Wrestling Guerrilla Warfare, hopefully Saturday, September 14th. It's been quite the week there, bud.
Oh, yeah. Sounds fun.
It is fun. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Hold on for a minute. Everybody else, I'll be back at